welcome back to Cyber 101, guys. I know the video is a bit late, you have to allow me on that. I was a bit sick, but just for that we'll be covering both topics that I asked about last week, which was the command line and cryptography, and encryption. So let me just get into it quickly. I don't really want to discuss much about the command line, but this is how it really looks. It doesn't really have much, it's also a custom version of mine, but this is where all the magic really happens in cyber. It's all commands, you can check power, speed, control, everything's at your fingertips. So the command line lets you interact directly with the operating system. It's very lightweight, very efficient, and it's used by mostly people in cyber, system admins and developers. So I have some commands I want to showcase with you. Right now we could check to see where we are really. We'll do something like PWD. PWD stands for print working directory, which shows you the current directory. We have also a command like ls, which is list all files, and there's also list all files with details. So we have ls/la, which will give you all files with their details right here, and also hidden files marked by the dot, indicating that file is hidden. So this is also a GUI version of how you can check stuff, but you can also do this through the command line. And for that command to do that, it's gonna be let me clear this out real quick. It's gonna be top, right? When you write top, remember we have the system monitor right here, which is GUI for graphic user, and the command line version, which is mostly this top and htop, right? Like you see here, this vocal screen running. That's what I'm using to record, and pulse audio what's using to collect my audio. So yeah, I'm gonna come out of that real quick, clear it, and now we're gonna have CD. Let's say for example we wanted to go to desktop, right? We'll do ls to find out where the desktop is, and cd to the desktop. Perfect. Now we're in the desktop. We can also do ls to check what's in the desktop, etc. So there's so many things about the command line. You'll see me use it a lot in this series when I start getting into the more sort of advanced topics. So most of our time will be spent over here in the command line, looking at inputs, looking at outputs, etc. So today I actually wanted to show how to make a file, edit that file, and check what's inside that file. At the same time, we'll finish the video by encrypting that file, right? So quickly, if we get into it, let's go to the desktop, right? I had already done some few tests. If you can see over here, there's encrypt me things, but we're gonna make a folder, right? So we're gonna do mkdir to make directory, which is gonna be encryption, right? Encryption directory, right? Then we're gonna cd over to that directory. So cd encryption. Now that we're here, clear, we're gonna, to make a file, use the touch command, right? We're gonna make a file called touch encrypt _me .txt. Perfect. Now we can do nano encrypt.txt to edit that file inside. So the file is going to contain a password, and the password is, or in more better text, we're going to put flag. What's the flag going to be? The flag will be cheese 1 2 3 4. Perfect. Control X, Control Y. And now if you do something like ls, you can see there's encrypt.me.txt, right? Or if we do cut command to check what's inside that, we can see encrypt. You can see that the flag is cheese 1 2 3 4, which is quite interesting. Normally it's not encrypted yet. If it was encrypted, you have to put the password first, then you can see what the flag is. This is in terms of capture the flags in cybersecurity, where you need to go through a series of tests to order to get a certain flag which makes it that you've cleared that entire system and you understood the tactics and techniques and procedures meant to use it. TTP lol. Now there's also some fun things in the command I wanted to show you, like something like C matrix, which gives you this really cool animation over here. You can also do something like to make it rainbow like C matrix lolcut, and you get this cool one, but it breaks my terminal most of the time. Like you just see that error over there, I had to remove it quickly though. Then we also have this cool one that I like. It says Kause welcome to sidebar 101. Wanna put it through lolcut. Says welcome to cyber 101. Now without further ado guys, let's hop into the encryption side of this video. That's gonna be, I made a quick slideshow for everyone here. We're gonna be talking about cryptography and some encryption. So what is cryptography? So I will tell you, imagine sending a message in a language only you and your friend understand, right? And to everyone else this language is gibberish. That's cryptography. This is the art of locking information, so only the right key can unlock that information. It's how messages are kept secret, how identity is proven, and how data is protected from being messed with, and can be broken really down into 3 pillars. But before that, what is encryption? So this is the art of turning readable data into unreadable code, so only someone with the right key can unlock it, and it can be broken down into three concepts, which is confidentiality, integrity, and authentication, right? Confidentiality keeps that data secret, integrity keeps it unchanged, and authentication proves that data is legit. You understand? That's very simple explanation. So we have the types of encryption over here. So we have 2 main types, which is why they're the first one over there. We have symmetric encryption, which uses the same key to lock and unlock. Imagine you have a door to your room, right? And you have one key. Well, that key can lock the door when you step out and unlock the door when you come back. That's quite a basic form of symmetric encryption. Then we have asymmetric encryption, right, which uses a public key to lock that whatever you want to keep secret, and a private key to unlock it. So public keys can really be quite a lot, but a private key can only be one private key to that information, in order to keep it more secure. Only one person can have that private key, and we also have a technique called hashing, really. If I could show you the quick example here, let me just go to Microsoft Edge, and we're gonna go to our hash generator, right? Let's go to MD5 hash generator, and let's see what it's gonna give us. So we're gonna generate an encryption video. This is the text we're gonna generate, right? And this is what we usually get for a hash, something like this, a random strings of text. This was any MD5. You can get it in SHA-1, you can get it in SHA-256, even SHA-500 and something, quite a lot of them, and that's what hashing is. Basically takes your text and turns it into a randomly generated strings of characters. It's a fixed length too, so you also have to declare which one you want. Remember, it's best used for file passwords and file integrity. The reason I say file integrity is if someone changes that file, even in the most slightest way, the hash of that file will change beyond measure by so much, meaning that file will be indicated that it's been messed with. So that's why when downloading things, you will see an option that says down there, you can download the hash of this file and check it after the download is finished. If the file is different, or the file hash is different, that indicates that your download was corrupted or interrupted, and someone changed something inside it, probably to put something malicious or anything they wanted to do. So yeah, we also have end-to-end encryption. I'm pretty sure you've seen this in most of WhatsApp text messages. Your messages are end-to-end encrypted. What this means is that only the sender and the receiver can read that data. no middleman, and not even the server. This is why it's mostly used in WhatsApp, Signal, Proton Mail. These are our systems that base the entire identity on keeping your data safe and encrypted. Then we also have the Caesar cipher, which is quite an interesting type of encryption, and I can only show you through an example. So let's open a text editor over here, right? The Caesar cipher works by assigning a different value to an original value, if that really made sense. For example, if it was A, you would assign it to 3 values in the alphabet, like next up. Meaning if it was A, you would have to move by 3. So that would be B, C, and D, meaning A becomes D. B, you need to move it by 3 again. So if it was B, B goes C, D, E. My bad, I put 3. B becomes E, C becomes F, etc., etc., right? So if you had something like BAC, that would turn into E, D, F. So what someone would read was this, but without knowing and using a Caesar cipher, and if they found out, they could now decrypt it into BAC, right? And that's quite an easy explanation of what the Caesar cipher really is. So we can move on to now the algorithms that are widely known. We also have AES, which is systematic and uses a symmetric key. It's widely used. They just say systematic, my bad. We also have RSA, which uses asymmetric key and is used for online communication. We have 3DES, which is more secure than DES. DES only encrypts it once, and 3DES encrypts it 3 times. We also have Blowfish, which is quite old and a bit unsafe these days, and it uses symmetric key and is quite fast. So talking to the last section of this video, we're going to be checking out the software called EncryptPad. What is EncryptPad? I'll show you right now what it really does. You may have seen something of the sort when you saw these over here, but we'll open another one. So let's just have this chilling quite here. You have that text, we're going to encrypt that text. Let's hop into EncryptPad, shall we? So we're going to open this text over here, right? This one. That's in desktop encryption, yes. We're going to look for all files and select this one. So once we have this file over here, we're going to click save as, and we're going to save it as encrypt me. Not as plain text, but as an encryptPad file. When I put a password, which is cheese1234, right? Now I'm gonna confirm that password will be cheese1234. Perfect, not perfect. Caps lock was on, my bad. Cheese1234 and 1234. Perfect. Now we see there's a file that showed up over here, encryptme.epd. If I was to open this file right now, it will ask me for the password, which is right here, and to make things feel much safe. But for you to feel really, really safe with what you've created, you're gonna hover over here to encryption, click generate key. You wanna browse the key path, so it's gonna be in this same file, and this is gonna be video underscore key, right? The key for the video. I'm gonna save it and click OK. What's the password for this one gonna be? Let's put cheese4321, right? So cheese4321. Done. Do you want to use a generated key for this file? Yes, we do. So come here, click set encryption key, and it's been set to video.key. So if I was to close, wait, my bad guys, my bad. To save changes. If I was to open here, I need to set the key manually to connect to that file. So if I was to open this file and click encrypt me, I'm gonna put cheese1. Yeah, let's put a wrong password. Cheese1234. See, it refuses, cannot load the file. But if you actually put the right one, 234, asks you for the key on this file. When you get that key, you come and click over here, the key you generated or someone generated for you and sent it to you, right, through email or whatever. Now you put the password, which is cheese4321. Now you have your information, and that's gonna be the basics of encryption and the basics of the command line, everyone. So thank you for tuning in. I tried to make it as short as possible, and if there's any questions or anything you want me to cover, be sure to leave it in the comments or private message me or whatever. That's gonna be the command line and encryption, and I'm gonna see you guys next week. Thank you.